All right. Good evening. Welcome to the Psychic Coffee Shop. I'm Aeson Knight, and I'm sitting down tonight with Miss Hazel, the legendary Miss Hazel, UK's premium reader. I don't know. What other titles have you fixed here lately?
A lot more, Granny. Well, I can't say the others because they're too naughty.
Oh, yeah, but you know.
Hi, Devon.
Hello, Devon. How's your week been?
Really busy because the baby been poorly.
Aw.
Well, that worked in my benefit.
Oh, okay. You get more baby time?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Mum and Dad went to bed and I had baby.
Aw, that's wonderful for you to get baby.
Well, it wasn't because he threw up. He threw up all over me and he had shit up all his back.
So he needs a little bit of peppermint oil rubbed on his gums to help calm his tummy.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah, he's still old, so you don't have to chase him yet.
Well, he's only 4 weeks, isn't he? So that's a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm chasing him, it'll be a totally different story.
Exactly, because I don't know, one of my little ones, probably 2 years old, sick, coming out both ends and running through the house trying to escape it.
Yeah, that's what you got a garden for.
Oh, I know. That would have been nice, but no.
You just put them out there and hose them down.
Well, honey, I had to hose down the house first before I could put him out there.
It's all good fun.
It is, and all that happens, and you miss it after your ages.
Yeah. Just go with the flow, enjoy my cuddles, leave him be.
Mm-hmm. Hold on to him as tightly as you can.
Oh, I will. He's my precious little cargo.
Mm-hmm.
So, how have your week been?
A little insane. Well, I don't know. I get to see a different world from my positioning because, I'm Aeson the psychic, I'm Aeson the life coach, I'm Aeson the teacher, but I'm also Aeson the CEO. And teaching people boundaries, especially when it's like, no, I'm doing greetings right now. You can schedule a meeting.
But I'm going to throw something at you here.
Mm-hmm.
You're also Aeson the person that needs to take some time for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And which that's the one thing we forget. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, it wasn't planned. I went to nap and didn't wake up from the nap until in the morning. And I'm like, oh, crap. The pills are getting a little bit more easier. For those that don't know, I've had medicational changes that have turned into hellscape.
Oh, you must have needed that because your body wouldn't have let you sleep that long otherwise.
Oh, you're telling me, but it's weird. Like, I think when there are things that me and you as older psychics know, we're used to. It's like, this is Bloody Tuesday. Hello, Miss Shannon, honey.
Is this our normal Shannon?
Yes.
Oh, she got. Oh, look at her with double names, different pictures.
It depends on what device she's on. I figured out.
Ah, right. Oh, she's one of these secret ones, is she?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's one of those, like, we have simple life lessons that we learned ages ago, and people are just like,
Yeah.
uh, uh. Yeah.
Ah, see. Shannon got her head screwed on.
Mm-hmm. She does. Oh, so what did you want to chat about this week? What's in
I'm
the
easy to
teacup?
go with the flow, but we turned my calendar over today.
We did. Oh, what's it say now? I don't have enough
Serotonin for this shit.
yet. See, I need dopamine, not serotonin. Keep me high, not calm down.
And underneath, I'm going to say a naughty word. It says, giving effect doesn't really go with your outfit.
True. And I think that that's a level some people have to get at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
It's
never
like,
know,
nope.
guys. One evening, because it's 1 a.m. with me, so one evening I'll probably end up doing a live in my PJs. It won't be the first time I've done that.
That's fine. As long as the bits are covered, honey, as long as the bits are covered.
Always covered. I don't want to give people nightmares.
And we don't need stalkers.
See, Shannon tells me I can use naughty words.
Yes. Oh. So we're less than 13 days from Valentine's Day. 18 days left of the race of the Black Rose.
It's just, I don't know. Everybody at the moment is struggling with their own emotions.
Mm-hmm.
There's something weird going on with the universe at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I wish
There's
you'd
a
just
lot
piss
going
off.
weird.
It
Oh, yeah.
needs to piss off and leave us alone. I can't afford another new kitchen appliance.
What'd you blow up this time?
Cooker.
The cooker
Whenever there's a
again?
full moon, whenever there's a full moon, I always end up doing something.
Well, did you get the warranty on it so you can call them and go, the full moon hit again, bring me a new cooker?
Well, it works out cheaper over here to actually buy the new appliance than pay the warranty.
Really?
Yeah,
That's strange. Now,
yeah.
what? How many eye cooker do you have?
What?
How many pots can you put on your cooker?
4.
4. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
because that's the other weirdo thing with you guys. There's a 4 cooker, a 3 cooker, a 2 cooker, and a 6 cooker. They're
yeah.
not all the same, and it's like,
No,
which one do you have? Like
the
that would
six
drive me
cook.
batty.
The 6 cooker is actually called an Aga,
Okay.
which you mostly find in big stately homes and farmhouses.
Mm-hmm.
And they are normally run on wood and coal.
Uh-huh.
They're not normally used electric or anything like that.
Right. And you can't have that in your house, can you?
No, no.
No. No. I figured, they wouldn't allow that in a standard resident.
No.
And
Even
then,
though I'd love one,
uh-huh.
but I would bake a lot more cakes because the cakes are better from those cookers.
I agree. I
But
agree.
just got to go with the flow.
Yeah. Now, what's the deal with the 2 cooker? Like, I haven't figured that one out.
That is mostly for flats.
Okay.
But with the 2 cooker,
Mm-hmm.
they also come, right, it's really hard to explain. With them, they are no bigger than a microwave.
Mm-hmm.
And on top, you got the 2 rings. And underneath, where the microwave is, you get the grill and the oven.
Mm-hmm.
So the microwave does all that, and you got the 2 rings on top.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just not logic to me.
Okay.
Because if you've got a family, could you imagine cooking Christmas dinner on 2 rings?
I've done it on a hot plate before. It's real fun.
No, it's too much hard work.
One Christmas, we had a snowstorm of blue diamond level. It knocked the power out. We put the turkey on the grill outside, and I done the rest of the cooking on a 2-burner propane gas stove. Yeah,
It's
it was
crazy.
interesting.
The thing is, most of the houses over here as well only have gas for the central heating.
Mm-hmm.
It's very rare you have gas in a kitchen.
Really?
Yeah.
That's different.
Because in our kitchens over here,
Mm-hmm.
you have your washing machine and your tumble dryer in there.
Yeah.
I think you guys have a separate room for that, don't you?
Yes. It's a
Yeah.
normal to have either that or it's in the water closet.
Yeah. Yeah. Now all that is in our kitchens.
Uh-huh.
It's
See,
just really weird.
that would annoy me.
Why?
Trying to cook dinner, get the wash done, get it out of my way, deal with someone bringing dirty clothes in to put into the hamper. Like I would be out of my wits' end before the day is out.
I suppose to us it's natural because it's all we've ever known.
Mm-hmm.
Same as like your situation with your machines. It's all you've ever known, so you're used to it.
Yeah, but I want your washer and dryer. Well, I want your washing your whatever you call it, because
Washing machine.
it washes and it dries in one
Yeah.
machine. There's no
Yeah.
flipping going on. You ain't forgetting laundry in the wash tub.
No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, and you can do dry cleaning in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
I
do
want that.
everything in there.
Yeah.
Before the baby was born, I done all his little woolly jackets in there, and they came out pristine,
Mm-hmm.
like they'd been to the dry cleaners.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, our washing machines we are spoiled.
You are, because we have to have 2 machines here,
Right.
and you have to be very careful because they still actually produce machines that do not have fabric softener automation in them.
Don't they?
Uh-huh. Not this set, but the set before this, I had to go and buy like a little ball thing that you put the fabric softener in
Yeah.
and throw it in there and hope it opens up during the wash cycle. So that it'll put it. Oh yeah, it was a pain in the elbow.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
See? The only thing is, though, with having a washer tumble,
Uh-huh.
is on sunny days, you're quite limited.
Uh-huh.
Unless you remember to turn the washing machine to just wash only.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, it automatically goes on to dry.
Uh-huh.
So, but I'm old-fashioned. I like hanging things on the line.
Understandable. And you see that more in England than you do here.
Yeah. I don't believe many people over with you have washing lines, do they?
No, they don't. And you get a really weird look when you do it.
Really?
Yeah. Like I put one
Oh,
up. I put one up in the backyard, and you would have thought like I was creating a magicianal act.
I peg everything out.
Mm-hmm.
All my underwear goes out there. The neighbours think there's an aeroplane landing because of the windsocks.
Uh-huh. Now, is your line a straight line or is it the spindle?
I used to have a spindle,
Uh-huh.
but they are utter crap with drying sheets and like jeans and thick joggers. Because as you know, Sean only wears the Nike joggers.
Right.
They're utter crap for that.
Right. So now you
So
got a straight line?
I got 3 straight lines.
Ooh, you can go a household in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because through the summer, I wash everything.
Uh-huh.
All day, every day.
Uh-huh. See, we're envious of your washer.
See, Devon knows what I'm on about.
Right.
Devon, I peg everything out. All my underwear. If my neighbours don't like it, they don't have to look.
Right. Now, is your garden open or is it private?
All the gardens here, like in my row of houses, there's 8
Right.
houses.
Right.
All we've got between us is 6-foot fences.
Okay.
So if they go upstairs, they can see everything in everybody's garden.
Ah. But it's not common like eye level. Like you can't walk out your back door and see your neighbor.
No, no.
Mm. That would be nice.
I suppose you're all open, really, aren't you, over there?
Yeah, we are. I mean, privacy fences are not common where I live. I wish they were. We
Yeah.
actually have to get a permit to put a fence up, and then it's like 6 foot. Sometimes you can go 8 foot. If you can get it permitted.
See, but I think when you've got children, a
Hmm.
fence is a safety feature.
Well, when you got children, when you got dogs, when you got anything, a fence is a safety feature. I would
Yeah,
love to have my backyard because then I don't feel like a zoo animal on display.
yeah, yeah,
Because my backyard, backs up to an interstate.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I've got my front garden that way.
Hmm.
That's fenced in, but only by a 3-foot fence out the front.
Right.
And then my back garden is that way, and that's a 6-foot fence all the way round.
Hmm. And you can walk out and and not even see your neighbor.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like
yeah.
that could come in handy around here.
I think everybody needs privacy.
Right. That's why, like, if Aeson moves, Aeson's moving to somewhere where he can't see his neighbor.
Yeah, yeah. And I always think, see, there's the old fashioned in me coming out again.
Hmm.
Clothes dried on the line smell so much better.
I agree, and you sleep better on the sheets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely,
Hmm.
definitely.
And like, even get this thing. Gavin, you might be able to actually order her washing machine. Wow, there is a list of places you can buy washers from. That is so weird.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Mm. So, what else? How's business?
Was you talking to me then? Sorry.
Yeah, how's
Or was,
business?
oh, same as normal, flowing along.
Hmm.
You know what it's like. You go with the flow. I think January is always a quiet month,
Right,
but this month it seems to be a bit steadier already.
right. And I think it will pick up a lot this month.
Yeah,
January's. I had a weird January. I hit like so. This is what I do: is I take my average income for the past 3 years,
yeah,
and I set that as my base goal of what I want to earn. And then my next goal is 10% more, 20% more, 30%
yeah,
more. Yeah,
yeah,
and that's kind of what I at. And weirdly, I had the best January ever. Like next year is going to be hard to top it.
yeah.
And I was up 52% for my average.
See, that's good going.
It is, but it's good working too. Like reading
Yeah,
the numbers,
yeah.
and I don't think that anyone talks about that anymore. It's like you said the other last week. We were talking about money and how some things don't flow all the time, and how you need to,
Yeah,
be a month ahead and have your savings. And when you have those bumper crop months, stash some away for the lower months.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's how things are at the moment with economy. People can't afford to save. Most people are living hand to mouth now.
Right.
If we are able to save, I class myself as really lucky to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Right. But it's also working with different things,
Yeah,
learning,
like
you know,
I have a
number
rule.
mm-hmm.
I have a rule. If all my Christmas chocolates are not gone by February the 1st,
Mm-hmm.
and what you go and buy posh biscuits and things like
Mm-hmm.
that for Christmas. If they're still sealed and we haven't touched them, I take them to the food bank on
Right.
February the 1st
Right.
because everybody is struggling.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it as a way of helping other people.
Right. And keeping the energy flow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't get that. Especially if they're coming out of the corporate America world, if they get a
Yeah.
paycheck every 2 weeks, like, auto payment to your account every 2 weeks, whatever, they get used to that.
I wish it was as easy as that because our wages
Mhm.
fluctuate date to date. They pay us between 3 dates and we just gotta like it or lump it.
Right. And smile about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, Miss
Oh God.
Brenda.
Here comes trouble.
Mhm. And I think that's one of the benefits growing up in West Virginia has for me, and you probably got this from growing up too. We never knew when the mines were going to go on strike.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even though my dad wasn't a miner, everything was affected by the strike.
Yeah. Yeah. I was watching a program about that today. I suppose most people know Maggie Thatcher or know
Yes.
about her.
Oh yes, Lady
Um,
Iron Lady.
yes, I was watching a program today and I actually cried watching it thinking, my God, I remember all this.
Mm-hmm.
Like when all the miners went on strike. Because as you can tell, I'm Welsh. I grew up in a little mining village.
Mm-hmm.
Watching families fall apart because the husbands, I'm going to say, unalived themselves because they
Mm-hmm.
felt they were failing. Seeing
Right.
families with no food on the table, walking
Right.
around with holes in their shoes. And I think we were fortunate then to have what
Right.
we had, and
Right.
people are worse off now.
Right. And here's why. I don't think they got the same lessons we did.
No, no.
You know, like the lesson of save for tomorrow, the lesson of,
Yeah,
and this kind of is a downfall here
yeah,
because we're still stuck in mining mentality, like mine boss mentality, where we keep electing people that behave like mine bosses because we're used to that.
yeah, yeah,
Now, do you see that happening a lot with your House of Commons there?
yes. All our House of Commons are, you know me, I say it as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Our House of Commons are run
Right.
by jumped up old
Right.
age pensioners. They think they
Right.
know everything. They think they've done everything. They're on mega bucks in wages. They don't live in the real world. They've never had
Right.
to live in the real world.
Right.
Whereas people on benefits struggle.
Mm-hmm.
But the crazy thing is over here, if you've got quite a few kids, meaning 3 or 4, you're better off claiming state benefits than working.
Right. And I think that's a Maggie Thatcher thing there too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Uh,
crazy. Really is.
yeah. Now, one of Aeson's de-stressing is actually to watch the Parliament of UK. I find it freaking entertaining.
And they a bunch of donkeys. They're arsewipes. That's the only word for them, arsewipes.
Well, they are, but what's hilarious is they have to literally debate live in front of the world.
Yeah,
One of these days, when you're bored in your afternoon, pull up like United States Senate and watch the difference. Like
yeah.
the UK, there are times I've expected. There is a blonde lady that represents one of the northern um, castles or whatever counties, and the current prime minister. I've almost expected them to go to blows on the front,
Yeah.
right there.
They argue like kids in the bloody school playground.
Right.
And they don't and it's like mayor speaker, private speaker, the hands go up, the hands stay up, and I'm like, you're adults. Behave like adults.
Right.
And this is what our kids are learning. That's totally wrong.
Well, it is, but it's pure entertainment because here it's all done in back doors, back windows. All
Mm.
you see is a vote. You don't get to see the debates, other than
Ah,
long-winded,
right.
other than long-winded speeches that go nowhere.
You know when you have a vote over there,
Uh
this
huh.
is going to sound totally random. Do they count the votes live on TV?
No,
See, they do over here.
I know. I've enjoyed watching it. Like, I really think that I need to, like, Asen should look at immigrating to the UK for the sheer entertainment of the government.
Yeah, yeah. Like last time they knocked this door canvassing, I don't
Uh
think
huh.
they'll ever come back
Oh,
because you have all the constituents. I can't even say the word. So you'll have,
constituent.
that's the one, you'll have the Liberal Democrats,
Mm-hmm.
you'll have Labour,
Uh huh.
you'll have, is it the British Party?
Yes.
Yeah. And they'll all come round canvassing, knocking the doors. And I'll open the door and they'll say, would you vote for us? And I'd say, why? What are you offering? And it'll be
Uh
so
huh.
much tax lower, this, that, and the other. And once they finished, I say, don't waste my time. And they're
Hmm.
like, well, why? Because you all talk bullshit. You tell people what you want them to think. You're all false promises. So piss off. I'm not voting.
Right. But what gets me is the number of them that do not, and I will remember this day as long. So it's like 1992, and our local representative owned a hot dog stand. So I go in there after school, and I'm in the mood to be a pain in the ass. And he had just come back from the Capitol and was working the hot dog stand on break. And, he's been doing all this, campaigning, in his restaurant, all that. So I pipe up and I go, so do you ever think that West Virginia is going to have to handle gay marriage? He goes, oh, no, no, that'll never happen here in West Virginia. That's never going to be an issue. And I'm like, oh, it was an issue. It had been
Yeah.
an issue for a long time. He didn't have a damn clue.
And that's the thing. Because they live in their own little bubbles, they haven't got the faintest.
No. And they keep us in backwoods. They keep West Virginia in backward. Like, we're worse than Kent.
So I'm going to just throw the cat amongst the pigeons at the moment. So where is everybody from?
I know most of the pigeons. Do you want me to declare the cats?
Go on then.
West Virginia, and Ohio.
Oh, see? So I'm not the odd one out.
Nope. You're far from the odd one out.
But isn't it weird how everybody's worlds are different?
Hmm. But they're all the same.
Yeah,
This is why I'm like, oh god, it is 2024. They're going to be canvassing here soon. I'm going to have to be nice to people I don't like, um, because they got to offer me something. Like if they
yeah,
can't really debate global issues, like what we're going to do with the wheat prices of the
yeah,
global economy, if they start talking coal jobs, I'm gonna look at them and go, why are you talking about an industry that's dying? Like, where's
yeah,
our tech jobs? What are you going to
yeah,
do to bring high speed internet to the whole of West Virginia? You know, those issues. But you guys over there are dealing with even much more issues in your parliament that, from ensuring that the elderly are took care of. Like, there's
yeah,
real actual debates going on about like how to make buying houses much easier in Britain.
yeah. We have over here now, it's called the rent to buy scheme.
Right.
Have you got that over there?
Yeah. But
Yeah,
it's by landlords. See, you guys have council that handles like all the rents and everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
We don't. Unfortunately, it's all independent, market led. And the rents
yeah.
are insane right now.
Well, we have housing authorities that deal with our actual properties that we rent
Mhm.
from, and then we
Right.
have council tax.
Right.
Where's my folder? I'll be able to tell you what council tax covers. And it's horrendous. Where are we?
Mm-hmm.
Right, hang on. Look, my little magic. I bet you got one of these as well. Everybody got a book with everything stuffed in.
I've actually moved digital on that.
Where are we? I know it's you because I was looking at it this morning. Because our council tax covers things like the police,
Mm-hmm.
the collection of our rubbish.
See, we don't have that. We have to pay for the collection of our rubbish.
So you have to pay that independently.
Right.
See, we don't because where is it? That's my rent one. Right. So we have to pay 10% of our council tax
Mm-hmm.
towards the rubbish.
Right.
We pay 15% towards the police force.
Okay.
We pay 25%
Mm-hmm.
for the actual council people.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know, like they clean the streets and things like that.
Right.
Where's the other one? We pay, right, this is the one that catches me. We pay 25% for unauthorized,
Okay.
and then
What is it?
25. Nobody knows what unauthorized is. Even when I phone them, they don't know.
It's unauthorized. Okay.
And then 25% on general facilities.
Okay.
I should think the general facilities is like pavement repair and cleaning.
Right. And like keeping the parks and recs up.
Yeah, and that is £1,700 a year,
Mm-hmm.
and that's without our house rent as well.
Okay. How many bedrooms do you have?
Two.
Two. And how much do you pay per month?
What? With my council tax.
Right.
I gotta think now. It's £190 a month for 10 months. Thereabout.
Do you pay $242.15 a month?
That's just council tax. Like how things like water, electric,
Right.
all the other household bills are on top of that.
Right. But what do you pay for the rent itself?
For the rent itself, I'm lucky with this property. I pay £500 a month.
Okay.
I think our rents are a lot cheaper over here.
All right. So that's $632.24.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. For a 2-bedroom house, to current market, looking in the same area I live in. Oh goodness, it goes anywhere from 850. Hold on, how many bathrooms do you have?
One.
Okay. It goes anywhere from $850 to $3,000 a month.
But I'm renting from a housing association.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to private rent, it would be double what I'm paying.
Understandable.
But I'm just looking at the comments now.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Devon and Brenda pays the city water bill.
Uh-huh.
We don't have city water bills. Our water bills are measured per property.
Uh-huh.
So we all have a different amount to pay.
Okay.
Our water bills are like gas and electric bills.
Right. Same as ours. By the gallons you use is how much you pay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep. That's the way we do.
yeah. But they are all 3 different companies as well.
Yeah. Same here. Everything is different for me. Now, Devin gets her water and her trash put together. Um, so does Brenda. Now, Shanna's got a sweetheart deal. She pays $1,050 a month for 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, and 2 pets. Her water and trash is covered, but she has to pay her electric, her cell, and her internet.
See, that's a bargain.
Yeah, that's a bargain.
Yeah. Over here, I don't know if it's the same with you, but over here, first-time buyers struggle to get on the property market.
Right.
My oldest son bought a 2-bedroom property, must be 5 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and that cost him 150 grand.
Not a problem. No, that's about within range right now.
But now the market have gone up. His
Mm-hmm.
property is worth nearly 2,000 grand. 200 grand.
Wow, that's about where we're at.
Yeah,
No, I bought this house back in '94. We paid 17,000 for it. The last Zillow report I saw, it was registering for $104,000.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the hard thing with property, though. It can fall as quick as it rises.
Uh-huh. That's where it's important to figure out exactly what you want.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then figuring out how you want to run it and why you want to run it the way you want to run it.
Yeah.
Um,
A random question.
mhm.
Do you have to pay car insurance and
Yeah.
car MOT?
Yes, we have
Yeah,
equates to each of those.
yeah. Because our car's going every 12 months for an MOT.
Hmm. See, ours will be going in every 2 years now for an MOT.
Right.
And you gotta go and make sure everything fixed and all the stupid lights and bells and whistles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're stopped over here without having an MOT or insurance, they take your car.
Here they fine you, and then they'll take your car the second time.
Yeah. No, they take your car first time over here.
Ah, understandable, understandable. I think that's fair. Um, that's how Joe got his last ticket, by the way. We forgot to put the slip in the mail, in the car, the latest one. So he got a warning.
You wait till I speak to him next. Techie Joe's a naughty boy.
It was on me. It's my car. I'm the one that forgot to put it in there. Like, I'm the one that made the mistake on that one.
But Joe got the fine.
Yep, because he's driving it.
Bless his little heart.
Yeah, someone needs to bless it.
Oh,
So,
dear.
I don't know.
And crime rate, is that high with you?
It depends on where you are. Where we are
Yeah.
here currently, I don't think it is. Now, we notice crazy stuff like, we've had our share of serial killers. People keep coming up missing
Yeah.
here. We don't know where they go to. They just come up missing. But, I don't really worry about, locking and bolting everything up and tying it down. And, one, if they get in the door and they can get through my dogs, I'll talk to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing is, Fred is so thick as shit, he'd go to him. He wouldn't go and snarling at them.
Mm-hmm.
He's too soft. He'd probably go and see who they are. They tap him on the head and then he'd be fine.
Well, it depends. Now that would probably be Vlad until you get in the door. Now you go to leave, I think he might be a little upset.
Our other dog was a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Uh-huh.
He'd let people come in the house, but he wouldn't let people go out to the house.
Uh-huh.
Fred just sleeps and let them do what they want to do.
Vlad's getting to that point because he's getting to be an old man. Now, Gizmo, on the other hand, he'll eat you.
Yeah.
He'll come up, wag his tail. You think, oh, he's such a friendly dog. And he, right then and there, begins attacking.
Crime rate over here is really high. At the moment, we got a spate of stabbings.
Oh.
Really bad at the moment.
Right.
And our drug culture, oh my God, that's through the roof at the moment.
Right. Okay, our crime rate per 1,000 is 0.5 violent, and total is 2.25.
Let me have a look if I can find it for the area I live.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we?
Yeah, our total crime index is 88.
Right. This was for December last year.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just my area alone.
Right.
15 antisocial behaviour orders. 23 bicycle thefts. 3 burglaries. 11 criminal damage and arson. 33 for drugs.
Mm-hmm.
20 for public order. 6 for shoplifting. The most, there we are. Theft from a person, 16.
Right.
Where do we? Violence and sexual offences with weapons, 78.
Okay. So not super bad.
Well, it is when it's considering there's only 800 houses in my area.
Right. I mean, it's higher than
Yeah,
what it should be. But,
yeah,
you know, that's mostly sounds like and a lot of like, you've created the problem, now you got to deal with it.
yeah,
Yeah. See, we don't get that. We get a lot of domestic battery,
yeah,
that type of thing going on.
yeah.
Yeah. Which is still bad.
See, you call it domestic battery where we call it domestic violence.
Right.
They won't issue those figures over here because they're
Mhm.
afraid of putting the person who reported it at risk.
Right. Well, and that's like over there, they don't report like criminals by name.
No, no. But over here, it's really random. If you go to court, they will put your name in the newspaper and the
Hmm.
offences that you've done.
Hmm.
It's really weird.
Right. But like, you know, example, that 12-year-old boy they just released, what, a couple years ago from prison over there? As soon as he came out of prison, well, before he even came out, his name was changed.
Oh, you mean the Bulger killers?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You
But
know.
there was two of them, wasn't there? Two friends who done that.
Hmm.
The one boy have stayed out of prison,
Right.
where the other one have been in and out.
Right. Well, when you raise yourself up in prison, you're going to create a repetitive institutional behavior.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You know.
And it's sad, really, but
Hmm.
everybody says they blame it on the parents. But I'm a great believer in you can't be with your kids 24 hours a day.
Well, not only that, but I don't lay any blame at the parents' feet for that. Unless it is like they obviously were going to be murderers. Why were they not in psychological therapy?
Yeah,
What actions did you take to ensure their bestness?
yeah.
That's when I get a little much. But like some of well, one, y'all's jail system's different over there. Like how y'all guys even handle it's different.
It
Um,
really is. At the moment over here, we got a crisis with how can I put this? We have a massive crisis at the moment with no rooms in our prisons.
we'll just add some extra bunks, honey.
Yeah.
There's
There
some
was an
extra still on the floor,
incident.
like West Virginia.
There was an incident recently with somebody
Hmm.
on TikTok.
Right,
He was well known on TikTok. He had
right,
been sent to court
right.
for actually raping somebody.
Hmm.
He was found guilty. They couldn't sentence him there and then because they had no room in the prison. He was let out in public for another 3 months
Okay.
before he went back to set for sentencing.
Sounds about average here in the U.S.
But they've already said he's guilty.
Hmm.
I would be afraid that he would do it again because he knows he's going down.
Right.
It's just weird.
Well, it's like right now we're what because I do follow a lot of the crime stuff around here. Well, a
Yeah,
lot of the international crime stuff. So right now we're waiting for the 8 passengers cases to get convicted. They took a plea deal, and yet granted they're sitting in jail because they deserve to be sitting in jail. But we're waiting for, like, if they were allowed to have bonded out, we'd be waiting. They'd be free until sentencing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because do you have the death penalty over there?
Some places do. Some
Yeah.
places don't. What's your view of it?
We don't have death penalty over here, but I believe if there's positive evidence and proof that somebody have taken somebody's life, they should have the same.
Okay, I'm going to sound really unspiritual, but if there is DNA, if there is that, like you were dumb enough to film yourself doing it, and yes, there are cases like this.
Yeah.
We are not waiting for appeals. We should not be waiting, in my opinion. We should not be taking you back to jail, which is what a lot of people, a lot of places do. They take them back to jail. The average is like 12 years to 20 years before you would be dispatched of.
Yeah.
I'm of the mindset every courthouse has these big, huge oak trees here. Take you right on out and take care of you right then and there.
Yeah. Yeah. Because this is going to sound harsh, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but the person who done the crime will go to prison. Their family will still come to prison to visit that person. Us taxpayers are paying for that person to live a life of having a roof over their head, 3 cooked meals a day. Whereas the family of the person that's been murdered, they're going to suffer for the rest of their lives.
Right.
Why should the person that done it live this life of luxury?
Well, and see, that's especially over there because you guys' prisons are nice. Like, sorry, they're Camp Cupcake. Like some of them even have like work, day release programs.
Yes.
Or they get to go out during the day to shop and whatnot.
Yeah. There's one of those in Scotland, Brenda. Somebody actually absconded from there, I think 3 weeks ago. Where they go out and they do their daily routine. And I'm like, that's no punishment.
Right.
If there is concrete evidence that they've murdered somebody, that they have caused so much damage, then it should be an eye for an eye. This is an incident for you. A lady I know, and I'm really close to her family, her son, his wife, and her daughter were traveling in a car. A drink driver hit them, killed the 3 of them outright. He got 10 years in prison.
No.
He'll serve 5.
3.
It's disgusting.
Well, and it's kind of like I think there were much more other cases that need to be listed on that removal from the plane of existence list.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
See, that's really interesting.
Yeah. And I'm of the opinion you do the crime, you do the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also of the crime, I've seen your streets in England. They need a street sweeper.
Yeah.
They need, I'm quite sure there's a lot of holes that need to be dug in England.
Yeah.
A lot of gravel needed in England. Like, let's bring back hard labor prisons.
Yeah. Over here in our prisons, they have their own TV, their own kettle. They have a shop that their family can send money to for you to buy items from once a week.
Right.
They have consoles. They have gyms.
Right.
it's more of a holiday camp than a punishment.
Well, true. I will give them that, and I think that in Britain it's a lot more organized too.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
good. But of course, here, like I remember when prisons used to make things to sell.
Yeah.
Like they were responsible for making the uniforms for, the state employees, and you could go and you could buy them from the prisons, and I thought that was good for them because it taught them a trade.
Yes. Yeah.
I think we forget. I think we do we both prisons focus on the humane. None of them focus on the rehabilitation.
No.
Like one of the federal prisons that I've chapeled at, it has beautiful grounds. Beautiful grounds. Lots of land with it. And I'm like, someone needs to grab a tractor and some cows and put them out here.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have restorative justice practice over there?
Okay, you're going to have to break that down for me.
Right. Remember when my car was damaged and I had the lad on CCTV? I'm trained in restorative justice, and I said to the police, can I have a restorative justice meeting? What it means is you'd be in a room with 5 other people. 2 of them would be from an outside agency, which would have been the police. One of them would have been the education authority, me and him, for me to tell him how what he done to my car made me feel and how much I had to pay out to get it repaired. But he wouldn't do it. But I wanted that to happen, and they said because of his age, they couldn't make it happen.
Right.
But that's something they've started over here to try and let the prisoners know how they've made the innocent party feel.
Right. No, we don't have that. I don't think we'll ever have that here. Like, that's too high-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's something that perhaps would be a good thing.
Very much so. I think it'd be great to start nipping a lot of this stuff in the bud, because it's a lot of times like theft is tied to their current situation.
I'll tell you something now. Sean, 1 year, he had a brand new motorbike for Christmas. I'm glad this isn't a work meeting.
Right.
And he come in, he said, Mum, they've nicked my bike. So I jumped in the car, I grabbed a knife out of the drawer, and I was looking for this gang of boys that had stolen his bike.
Oh, goodness.
I was driving around with no lights on, in my PJs.
Oh, my good. No lights on. You would have gotten arrested here.
Looking for the boys that stole his bike. I went knocking doors.
Oh, Lord. They must have thought you lost it. Well, sweetie, we've hit that 1 hour mark, and I want to get you to bed.
It's 1 o'clock. I'm at 2 o'clock.
Yeah. So with that, let's wrap it up. Tell people how to get a hold of you for readings.
You can get hold of me on Facebook under Hazel Lewis. I will next week, guys. No, not next week, the week after. I have my email sorted out, and we'll put that in the link somewhere, because my email was hacked.
Right.
I got in a hell of a mess.
You created a mess, definitely.
But we're getting that sorted now.
Right. And you can always reach me at aesonknight.com for emails, coaching, and many other things. So with that, y'all, you guys have a magical night, and we'll see you later. Good night, y'all.
Bye.